How did we get on this?
I don't know.
Oh, I brought up people who are older who want to come out. I mean, either they want to come out as cross-dressers, they want to change the way they look, dress differently, and they've had a status quo to maintain. I mean, they have family, they have kids, they can go to orientations and meetings and therapy as much as they want, but then they still have to walk out the door, get in the car, and go home. And that's hard. And
it's very hard.
I'm proud of anybody who can make that leap, and that's why I wanted Destin Garrick to be here and tell us how he helps people.
Yeah, absolutely. But, well, hopefully we'll be able to reschedule and get him in next year when we come back on in a month, and that would be cool. One of the things that I have been doing in the center is I do private consultation, and it seems that the bulk of my clients are submissive men who are into cross-dressing, usually either into bondage or feet or both. That seems to be, where things are clustering.
What do they want to do with feet?
Oh, foot worship.
Worship them? Oh, yeah. Give them my number.
Foot worship. We'll see. But their difficulty is kind of connecting that to who they feel they are as men.
Oh, by wanting to be submissive?
Yeah, that they're having difficulty with the idea of they want to be submissive, they want to be humiliated, they want, to have someone top them or dom them and do these things. But then the women that they're with, they're having difficulty kind of bringing those things together.
How badly do they want it? See, I'm always wrestling with... I've lasted this long without a primary relationship that now I'm looking around me and I'm like, how do people put up with crap? Like, we've been married for 30 years. I'm like, sorry. I mean, you have to be like... I'm sorry, I'll shut up. I mean, there are some people that they're slowly killing each other for 30 years, and then there's some that have such a, usually, I hate to say this, it's usually people that are very, very religious, and they're both on the same page. And they have that weekly structure, like, we're going to church, we have the kids, we're praying, we follow these rules, we're committed. Somehow that's the people that are doing it. And I think it's because they don't have time to discover this other stuff.
It could be.
They don't have time to self-reflect and get in trouble. What they call getting in trouble is like normal for everybody we know.
Yeah, and I think what's difficult with some of these guys is, and I agree with you that, I mean, what I find myself doing in a face-to-face with a client is kind of saying that. They're telling me how difficult it is and they want to do this, but they don't know, and it's on and on and on and on. And so I sit there and say, are you happy? And they'll say, oh, sure. Well, no. And I said, yeah, because if you were happy, you wouldn't be here. If things were fine, why would you be here talking to me?
Yeah.
So then I have to say, okay, so what are you going to do?
That's probably the worst question you could ask them, because it's going to involve confronting, changing,
absolutely, and they'll kind of go back and forth with it, and at some point I end up saying, at some point you need to make a decision on this. Do it or don't do it. I don't care which one you do. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. I have no say in this. I can't tell you to do this or not to do this. This is totally up to you. And if you want to do this, I will help you do this. If you don't really care whether or not you do this, then there's nowhere we can go. And that's sort of what I like about what I do with someone one-on-one is I'm not the, let's hold your hand and let's, take your time.
And you're not the therapist.
I'm not the therapist.
Who has that weekly appointment for decades. Decades and decades. Which
I'm not the therapist.
Is scary. When I see people, I'm going to my therapist.
I'm a consultant and coach. And if you want to do something and want to lay out a plan with actual tangible goals, then let's do it and I'll help you through it. But if you're just going to sit here and kind of whine about it, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
We're not going to get anywhere.